Hold on. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Put a one in the chat if y'all can hear me. Okay. Put a one in the chat if the girls can hear me. Get in here. Get in here. We are live from Miami. Okay. And it's a lot going on. We have a lot to talk about. I've been busy all day. Okay. We're going to get into some things. All right. So the first thing is this, though. How's everybody doing tonight? First of all, I just want to give a shout out to all of my subscribers, everybody that, in less than 1 hour flew us out here to Miami and wanted us to cover this case. This is one of the smaller cases. It's not a lot of public interest in it, but for our community, it's very, 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 very important. So I'm doing the work for you, and I'm trying to be a little nosy. So with that being said, because there's not a lot of, everybody's not talking about this. Miami is not cheap. So it is never too late to, in Milagro Graham's voice, it's never too late to donate to the wig fund. Because some of the things she said about Megan Thee Stallion and that wig was nasty. All right. So we are going to have a wig fund donation for us to get a new wig and stay here in Miami. Okay. Because I want to let you know, I'll show you maybe at the end of it. We're staying in a big, beautiful, nice place. Thanks to you guys. Well, actually, I paid for this, but still, I need you guys to help me out because I had to get a rental car and everything. I'm gonna tell you guys about how my day went too. It's just a lot going on. So I hope you guys have some time. Venmo, every dollar counts because I need lunch, gas, and everything. Let's see. _ A. Shout out to everybody that's donated. Okay. Let me put that here. And if you're on YouTube, StreamYard is doing a thing where they have a vertical and they have a long form, so you can watch them. You can watch them two different ways. I didn't know that. So it's splitting up the audience. It's like two different live streams. I don't think I'm going to keep it like that because I don't like splitting up my audience like that. But so we're vertically on YouTube and we are, I think I want to change the vertical though. I don't like the vertical. Let's just keep it. Oh, I can't now. So I was trying to do it, but it's fine. So we're vertically on YouTube and we're horizontal. All right. So we got two different ways that it's popping up. But y'all, I want all my views to go to the same thing. All right. So anyway, so let's talk about it. So last night, so I took an 11 o'clock flight and I slept on the plane. After I slept on the plane, I want to show you guys what I had to do. I'm going to show you a little video. I don't know if you guys can hear this. Perhaps maybe I can, I didn't really edit it. But maybe what we'll do is I'll connect it to the Bluetooth. Let's do that. Let's go to settings real quick so you guys can actually see what's going on. Because I just want you guys to know how much I love you guys and how important you are to me. So can we please get into this video? Can y'all hear this? So this is my life right now. I'm just getting to Miami. It's about 8 o'clock. Well, my flight got here at 7:45. No, 6:45. It took forever to get my bags, forever to get a rental car. I can't check into my Airbnb until 4 p.m. So I have to go straight from here to court. So I got a rental car, which cost me $800 for the week that I'm planning on being here. So now I have to like get the stuff out of my car, get dressed at the airport, and go head straight to court. Something dropped. I should edit this. Everything is wrinkled. Oh, just about to figure it out. Literally. Okay, so I'm gonna edit that and y'all can watch the rest of the video. So that's coming. I just want y'all to know I had to get completely dressed to get there. Like I had to get completely dressed, okay, to get there in time. I got there, and once I got there, it was around, once I got the rental car, went through traffic, it was around 10 o'clock. I was texting my guy, Brian Andrews, over at TMZ, and he was telling me everybody was waiting outside. But I didn't get, I walked to the courthouse. I had my back, I had my laptop in there. I couldn't bring my laptop. I had to walk all the way back. My shoes was hurting. It was just a lot going on. But boom, I get into the courthouse. And Milagro Grams is on the stand. Milagro Grams' lawyer, fine, child. I don't know. Like, where do you find that lawyer? It's new tea. So she had her lawyer, and I don't know if they was all three lawyers or two lawyers and an assistant, but they all black. Megan Thee Stallion, all her lawyers is white. Megan Thee Stallion, she's in like a pink little outfit. It's cute. She has a little short cut. She has these cute red heels on. I don't know what kind of heels they are. And they're there. I sneak in the back. I'm sitting in the back. And I'm like, who's here? I see Brian Andrews and I see Megan Cunev. And I see some of the other reporters. I see Pam and I see, what's my homegirl's name from Atlanta? Her name is Document Diva. So I see them. I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and sit over here with the media people, whatever. We're having a good time. Sit down there. It's not too many people there. It was easy getting in the courtroom. All right, boom. I'm in there and I'm chilling and I'm getting the tea. The jurors, everybody's white except two, or maybe Cuban, whatever. They're not black. All right. Everybody's white, and there's two black people. There's like I feel like she might be Haitian or Jamaican or something like that, or she could be Puerto Rican, just dark skin. She might speak a bit of a Spanish. It's no shade. Then they got this black guy who likes like everybody's ex-pastor or ex-pimp gone pastor. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like if you guys if you're from Oakland or like if you're in the Bay Area, we have this thing called Durant Square. It's kind of like the hood, like little like market, where they sell the suits, like, the pimp suits and with the feather in the hat. You know what I'm saying? This nigga was a pimp. You feel me? At least, he had the 3-piece suit on. You know what I mean? It was like a red, you feel me? Older cat, thunder cut. It was like a high box fade, square three-piece. I mean, suit jacket, double-breasted vest, and the slacks to match. And catch this, it's in red. So he's coming in hot. Okay? He was coming in hot, cut up, and apparently he's a former teacher and he's a disciplinary. Okay? He has a look on him. All right? So that's one of the jurors. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. None of the jurors know what the hell is going on. Okay? And so we're getting into the case. It's a lot of moving parts to this case. It's not as ghetto as Diddy, but you do have some trash and ghetto and stuff. Things are happening there. It's some of the stuff is getting kind of messy. The trolls is out, cloud chasers and shit like that. Weirdos doing shit. It's like you have all that stuff going on. But for the most part, everything is copacetic and it's a calm environment. Of course, you have people trying to, attack me and get it. I'm just like, I'm not there for that. I'm here to work. I don't care. There was someone who tried to threaten me in the restroom. I've already been threatened. Apparently, they've been getting into it with people every day. I don't know. Someone tried to threaten me in the restroom. I'm not engaging with anybody here because I just don't care to engage with any nonsense. I spend real money. My fans spend real money. We're making money. This is a business. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going anywhere arguing with anybody. I'm not flying to Miami, fighting, arguing anybody on a federal court building. That's just dumb as hell. I'm not doing it, and I'm not engaging with anyone. Apparently, one of the lawyers was in the restroom while someone was attempting to threaten and harass me. I don't know how this got out, but somehow it bled into the entire courtroom. The judge goes and says, who's threatening people in the restroom? Were you threatened? Stand up. I could have easily stood up and pointed out who it was and said, but I don't care to be attached to anybody in that manner. I'm there to work. I'm not there to become the story. So I sit down. The lawyer from the back walks up to the booth and says they heard a person threatening another person. They didn't say who the person was. They said they heard a person threatening another person in the bathroom. And the judge said, if you threaten anybody on the platform or during this trial in regards to this case, you will be removed. I'm like, girl, it ain't me. I ain't threatening nobody. I don't give a shit about none of that, but getting here, recouping, getting the story, and doing my content. So, we're here, right? And Milagro, she's looking around, Megan looking around. But we're moving into the case for the most part. Now, I missed a little bit of the beginning because I came in a little bit late. So, here's the thing. Milagro sees me in the courtroom. We may not get along, but I could tell that she's still, she still fucks with me. You know what I mean? I could tell she was interested or intrigued to see me. Her spirit seemed to be up. Milagro had on her tan. She had on her, I don't know if that was her bundle wig or that was her, she had on her unit, okay? And she kept, every now and then, she had on her little Louis Vuitton or whatever. She had her Gucci shoe on, a little kitten heel. And she sees me and she's, ooh. And I said, ooh, like, oh, like I'm here. Like, is she, ooh, I'm ooh. I don't know what that means, but girl, I've also been hearing, girl, you can't be talking to the people because Megan Thee Stallion side is trying to make sure, are you talking to the press? And so we can't really engage and talk too much. But throughout this time, Milagro is on the stand the entire time, and I'm sitting in eye shot of her. Okay, I need you guys to understand that. Megan Thee Stallion is sitting on this side with all her lawyers. I'll tell you this about Megan Thee Stallion. For the first half of the day, Megan Thee Stallion is either severely or really incredibly media trained and really in it, or she's completely out of it. Does that make sense? Like Megan Thee Stallion, she was, for the majority of the day, she was a very hard read. She would sit literally like this. She didn't look at anybody. She didn't turn her back. She didn't look this way. She didn't look left. She didn't look right. When she would walk out, I don't even think that she ever saw that any of us in the room. And she would just be stone cold faced for hours. Literally hours. I'm like, damn, this girl is like, she's got a mean poker face. Like, she doesn't give anything until it started getting heavy. And I will get into it. So I'm like, Megan Thee Stallion is very closed off, very cold. You could tell, like, she's like, everything is very robotic with her. Everything is very industry mindset. She's not coming in, speaking to anybody. She's not, bubbly. She's not nice. I mean, she's just very, I'm in, I'm out. I go to the bathroom. I don't see nobody. I don't look at nobody. I don't talk to the press. I don't talk to the people in the court. I'm not friendly. I don't smile. I'm not happy. I'm nothing. She gives literally nothing. And so I'm sitting there. Now, I don't know her attorney's names. I forget. But I'm going to tell you this. Megan Thee Stallion's attorneys, I believe, for the most part of the day, they were bombing really hard. Because the judge even made a statement as to the fact that the juries don't know all the characters or don't understand the characters in the damn case. They don't know Sunstar from Daystar or Chelsea from Kelsey. The jurors were asking questions saying, who is who? What's what? Megan Thee Stallion's lawyers are literally focused in on Milagro Graham's not liking Megan because, or not believing that Megan Thee Stallion was shot. Now, I believe that the defamation case is probably to be about, in my mind, harassment and, bullying and things of that. But while I'm sitting in that courtroom, I'm feeling like Megan Thee Stallion's lawyers are not really painting the picture that they should paint if they want to get Milagro on the hook, in my mind. If you know what's going on, then you can say, okay, well, she did this, she did that, she did this. But if you're just new to this, the way that it's coming across right now, it's that Megan Thee Stallion is upset because Milagro Grams thinks or believes that she didn't get shot. That is literally the whole day revolving around the fact that Milagro Grams doesn't believe Megan Thee Stallion was shot. And I don't think that was a great angle because Milagro Grams on that stand today, my God, she testified for her life. Milagro Grams is ghetto as hell on those clips. But one thing I can tell you about Milagro Grams on that stand, this wasn't no Tasha K. This can go either way for me. I don't know. We got to hear what Megan Thee Stallion says. Milagro Grams was cooking that lawyer today on that stand. The way that she articulated her point, the way that she was so calm and discussing everything that she felt, it got to the point where Megan Thee Stallion's lawyer was getting frustrated with Milagro Grams because he couldn't out-talk her. He couldn't outpace her. I was over there gagging. But the thing is, he kept leading her. So he would ask her things like, you know, why don't you believe she got shot? Or why you don't think this happened? Or why were you doing it? And literally would open it up for Milagro Grams to say, well, I don't believe it because Megan Thee Stallion has lied. She went on Gayle King and lied. First, she said she got stepped on glass. Then she admitted that she lied. Megan Thee Stallion also was the woman who slept with her best friend's man. Like, and if I'm the jury, I'm thinking, ooh, she's a little messy. There was a portion in there where, you know, he was trying to prove that, you know, she was talking to, that Milagro Grams was talking to Sunstar, which is Tory Lanez's father. And there was a guy named Karim. I don't know. I think that was the ex-boyfriend or not. But apparently they were trying to figure out, well, why was Sunstar trying to get you in contact with Karim? Like, what was that about? Walked Milagro right into that. Well, she says, well, there was a past with Megan Thee Stallion, and she had a mugshot that came out, and there was a domestic violence case that came out against Megan Thee Stallion. Then the man says, oh, objection, Your Honor, objection, she's talking too much. This is besides the point. And I'm thinking, how the hell are you objecting to the question you asked? Because now we're getting into Megan Thee Stallion's messy past. But the damn lawyer was opening it up for Milagro to explain her side. He kept giving her outs in ways to explain why she felt like Megan Thee Stallion was a liar. So far to the point, he even asked her at one point in time, so you still believe that Megan Thee Stallion is a liar after a jury convicted Tory Lanez? You know what Milagro said? She said, a jury convicted him. She said, he said, you know, she said the law can be faulty sometimes. Just because, you know, the jury convicted him doesn't mean that it can't happen. You know what I mean? It has to be true. Then Milagro Grams even almost broke into a few tears. She said, you know, listen, I have a mother that has dealt with drugs and abuse and things like that, been in and out of jail. I would have been the first one to defend Megan Thee Stallion. I wish I believed Megan Thee Stallion. I just don't believe her. I don't believe her. I wish I believed her, but I don't. I don't. I'm kind of jumping all over the place, but I'm saying it's all the same. She even went into, he said, so you don't believe if a jury convicted Tory Lanez, all this evidence, you still don't believe that she was shot? Milagro said, sir, I'm Black. It don't go like that for us all the time. There's so many Black people in and out of jail, wrongfully convicted. So yes, I still believe that she lied and he's innocent. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, whoa. Then they were playing. But this is where I feel like they could get Milagro just a little bit, because she would get on there and they would play the audios. This bitch is mentally ill. I feel like there's a mental illness. I do think the bitch is retarded. You think I'm going to fight Megan Thee Stallion? Do you see how big this bitch is? Shit, I had to hit that bitch with a car. That motherfucking bitch so big. That wig wearing ass bitch. She look like she got a potato under that motherfucking wig. Fuck that hoe. She's a stupid bee. That's when Megan Thee Stallion started looking up like, hold on. Bitch, what? Megan Thee Stallion, then she started shaking her head like this bitch really got me fucked up. Because Milagro was laughing. This is and they were pulling a bunch of different clips from Milagro's station head show. And she would just be clearing Megan Thee Stallion, calling her all kind of retards, said she was called her a hoe, says how big she was, how tall she was. Hell no, I wouldn't fight that big, tall Amazonian ass bitch. All kinds of wigs, that nappy headed wig. She's a nigga girl with a nigga wig, like all kind of stuff. Big flabby ass body, bitch. Like all that, like all of this in the courtroom. They playing it loud. I mean, she's tearing Megan Thee Stallion. I think the word they used was vitriol. They said, why do you have all this vitriol? But Milagro Graham still ate it for me when she said, because they said, well, so what are you saying that, like, you trying to say that she got mental illness? Well, I guess there was a point where there was a woman named Chelsea that was Megan Thee Stallion's friend. And there was a rumor that had got put out that Megan was sleeping with T. Ferris. So I guess Megan's friend called Milagro, which then they later tried to use against Milagro in saying that, girl, you was trying to act like you had exclusive information because you talked to Megan's friends one time. But Chelsea told Milagro, I don't appreciate you putting out that rumor about my friend. T. Ferris is not sleeping with Megan Thee Stallion. That is her guardian. And Milagro said, well, I said there may be some mental illness because when I hear the word guardian for an adult, I think of Britney Spears. I think of Wendy Williams. You don't typically use the word guardian for someone that is an adult that doesn't have mental illness. So it wasn't that I was saying that she was mentally ill. I'm like, well, does she? Because why wouldn't you just say that was her friend? That was her manager, her project manager. He works for her. The word guardian made me feel like it was something more to it. And I think that we can all agree there. Everybody would think that. Yeah, Milagro was like she was carrying on that sand, and she would flip her because she had a little, and she'd flip it, and then when she would start getting to the back, then every so often, then when she would say something off the wall or something crazy, then she'd look at me. And I'm thinking, I want to say something, but girl, we all like, because we work for, and I'm over here gagging because I'm sitting right in her face. You know what I mean? But there's like a monitor like this, right? So it's a big monitor like this. The jury's on this side. The judge is right here. Megan and the other people's there. This is the other side. I'm slightly behind the monitor so she can kind of look at me from the back. And I'm sitting there looking like this. And I'm thinking, bitch, don't look at me because I'm looking at you. Don't look at me because, bitch, I'm looking at you. And she's going to look at me. Bitch, don't look at me because I can't be laughing. Don't look at me. Don't fucking look at me. Don't look at me. Don't fucking look at me, bitch. Don't look at me, bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the bitch keep looking at me for? Don't look at me. You're so fucking stupid. Bitch, you on trial. Don't look at me. Girl, she's fucking dumb. What the fuck are you looking at me? Oh my God. So yeah, I'm like, what the fuck is this bitch looking at me? She gonna say, well, you think guardianship, you think Wendy Williams, you think Britney Spears and shit. So when I went, so I thought there was some mental illness. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. So stupid. So mind you, whenever they would play them station head clips, I would be on my back. On my back. Okay. Another thing that they were trying to do throughout this case, I mean, I took a lot of notes, but I'm gonna just kind of pull it together for you guys. Milagro Grams had got her Twitter taken. And I just think that the prosecution side or the plaintiff side, Megan Thee Stallion side, he was grasping for straws just a little bit. So you got your Twitter taken because they said it was invasion or something like that. Well, yeah. Well, so basically you went against the rules on Twitter and they got your page taken down. Well, Milagro, well, that's not quite how it happened. Megan Thee Stallion has millions and millions of followers. So they didn't like what I said. So they mass reported it. And then you got it back, and then they mass reported, then they got it taken down again. So you violated about 2 or 3 different times. He was trying to paint this picture that she violated the rules on Twitter because she was harassing and defaming Megan Thee Stallion. And while that can be true to a certain degree, that's not why you got that invasion, the Twitter got taken down. Anybody that knows social media, I feel like he's a little out of touch. Fans can go down your feed, and especially if you have hundreds of thousands and millions of fans, they go down your feed and they can just type in crazy tweets that maybe you've even said in 2012 and mass report. If you get enough people to mass report your page, it gets taken down. So she didn't necessarily have to be defaming Megan Thee Stallion on Twitter. She could have said something that they didn't like, and they went and mass reported all of her posts, and Twitter took the post down. But the lawyer was trying to make it seem like she had been on there blasting and defaming Megan Thee Stallion, and so Twitter just said no more. And that's just not how that works. When you have a lot of fans, when you're like a Nicki, a Cardi, a Megan, things like that, your fans will mass report on Twitter. That's what they do. Everybody doesn't really know that, but I seen the angle he was trying to do, but I didn't really rock with that. The other part I didn't agree with, Milagro Grams has had a bunch of, she has all these, I didn't know she had a call number too. And apparently the people are saying, allegedly, according to Megan Cutif, it came out that there was about, she makes about $6,000 on station head. $6,000 on the station. So shout out to you for that, girl. The contract was $6,000. Okay, that's not no little bitty coin. Shout out to you. So anyway, through the midst of all of this, by the way, there's a black woman. She's the court reporter. Whoo, God. Yeah, you see how I just stopped everything abruptly and just went left? That's what the black lady would do. Every time the shit get good, she talking about, what? I can't hear you. I'm thinking, I ain't never been in no courtroom where the damn court reporter can't keep up with the damn typing. And of course, she's a black woman, short, pixie cut, and she can't hear shit. Every 10 words, she got to stop and start over. Ma'am, you don't, and then, I swear to God, I'm not even lying. I think I had seen her because she was trying to listen, and the bitch was slightly dozing off. I'm like, oh my God, is this bitch dozing off? And she's the damn court reporter? What the fuck? Oh my God. So she like trying to, what happened? Wait, I missed. No, bitch, they was talking loud enough. You had fell asleep real fast. It's no shade. You had went to lunch, bitch, and you had slightly fell asleep, bitch, because I saw you dozing off. Okay? I know a doze off, but it was like a heads up here, but it was like a resting eye doze off. I do that too. I know what that looks like. And of course she black. I'm not fucking around and dozed off. And then shout out to my homeboy. He'll probably be there. I've met him, cute little cute guy. Shout out to him. I know I'll probably see him tomorrow. He was sending me I'm like, what the fuck? Somebody just kept laughing and crumping me. I remember, what the fuck are you laughing for? She kept laughing. Every little thing she was like, what the fuck are you laughing at? What the fuck is so funny, bitch? Ain't nobody laughing. The fuck are you laughing at? But he was nice. I like him. Shout out to you. But yeah, he was just like, girl, you fucking laughing on me. But anyway, so let's keep going. And so the guy, you know how Cardi B, not Cardi B, Milagro Grams, she has all these convoluted group chats. One of the group chats, it was called Nigga Shore.
Shit, okay?
Now, that was the one that held the 20,000 text messages. I don't know what Nigga Shore was about. It was like a bunch of niggas in the group chat. I don't know what kind of was going on with that. I don't know how messy that was, but I don't know if I feel like that was a bunch of Daystar stuff, Sunstar stuff. I mean, that's probably with a bunch of ratchet mob radio bullshit. You know what I mean? So, but she's got chat lines and hotlines where she call and tip lines, and she has these different chats, right? One of them was Tory Lanez sources, and it was like, one of them was like a Tory Lanez. These are like Tory Lanez fan pages, okay? Or Tory Lanez, Twitter pages or whatever the case may be. Long story short, the man tried to attach those pages to Milagro Grams. I just don't think that's fair, and I think that's very dangerous. Because it's like, girl, if these people are that's no different than the many one of you guys that message me on the back end on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, wherever, under your foo-foo account that you don't want because you got to work and you don't want people to know who you are. So you message me under these fan accounts and you want to spill some tea or you want to gossip with me. And then all of a sudden I'm in court and then they go down that thread and all of a sudden they're trying to validate the shit you said and make it seem like somehow me and you are conspiring against Megan Thee Stallion or something like that. Or like what you said is true and somehow that adds to the defamation case. No. I can't control what people are saying to me. Milagro can't control that. They can't try to attach these fan pages or these different, random accounts just because they got Tory Lanez in their profile to make it seem like somehow Milagro is affiliated with that. No, that you can't do that. I didn't like that he was trying to do that. That's BS. Like, and it's also like I didn't like how they were trying to make it seem like she couldn't get information from people. Even Sunstar being a source, they were making it seem like that was a problem. But I think that was only a problem because they're saying that she was getting paid. Now, it came out that she had received about $3,000. Now, the $3,000 allegedly was for her birthday and for her daughter's birthday spread over time and for some podcast promotion that Sunstar was supposed to do. We never saw the podcast. And apparently the $3,000 over the course of a few years was spread out into marketing and ad posting from the Mob Radio platform along with birthday wishes. That part was a little woohoo for me. You know what I'm saying? Because $3,000, how long were you spreading that shit out? How much did he get? You know what I'm saying? And where was the podcast? Where was the book? Where was the book promo? He had all this marketing. He was paying for all this marketing and promo that we ain't never seen none of it. And so, but one thing I will say about that Milagro Grams, yeah, she's full of shit. But that's her story and she's sticking to it. And I ain't mad at her. Does that make sense? Yes, absolutely. Tory Lanez shot Megan Thee Stallion. But Milagro Grams has her opinion and she has not wavered. And what I will say, I don't like that I feel like the Megan Thee Stallion side is almost trying to punish her for not believing she was shot. And I just don't think that that's fair. A person doesn't have to believe you. A blogger doesn't have to believe you. And I think it's okay for them to have relationships with the opposite side. But it seems like Milagro Grams didn't fall into the I believe Megan Thee Stallion, so she became a target. Because a lot of this was about you don't believe she was shot. And for me, if I was Megan Thee Stallion's side, that is not strong enough to me. We'll see how it lands in court. But I feel like they should have leaned more into the idea of Milagro inciting harassment from her fans against Megan Thee Stallion. If they would have worded it that way, you can't just say, oh, you don't believe she got shot. You should say the way that you were covering and the way you were reporting on her, you knew that it would incite your people to then go and attack and harass her. But they were just so hell-bent on trying to prove that Milagro just doesn't believe she was shot. So everything that she did was in retaliation, or somehow she was working with Tory Lanez. They asked her, because they pulled up a picture during, I guess, you know, when the lawsuit got hit or whatever. They had went through Milagro's phone and they saw that Milagro was looking up Megan Thee Stallion's house in her city and state. They asked her, why are you looking up? Why do you have pictures of Megan Thee Stallion's house in your phone? You know, kind of giving like, girl, you're a weirdo. Well, she said, well, listen, we were going to challenge the venue. Now, challenging the venue is the fact that we were challenging the fact that why are we in Orlando or Miami, Florida, and not LA or Houston, where Megan Thee Stallion either lives or where I live or where the situation went down? And they said, well, you couldn't have your legal team challenge that? She said, sir, I could not. This is expensive. I had no idea what to plan for. I had no idea I was going to be sitting in federal court fighting against a woman that is a multi-millionaire. This stuff is expensive. So guess what? I had to cut corners and I had to do some of the work myself. I couldn't pay for that. He starts scratching his head like this. And I'm saying, well, shit, she sure is right. Then they said, well, you were working with Unite the People, right? And you know they were Tory Lanez's lawyers. She said, no, they weren't Tory Lanez's lawyers. They were affiliated with Tory Lanez. Well, you knew that. Don't you think that was odd that that they wanted to give you counsel? She said, well, they said they would help me for free. She said, I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't have the money that Megan Thee Stallion has. So if I'm going to get sued and now I'm here and somebody offers me counsel for free, I'm going to take it. I'm sorry. I'm not a multimillionaire, and I don't have the money to go up against a multimillionaire. So if somebody's willing to do a pro bono for me, shit, I don't care who they work for. I need protection and I need counsel, and I was going to take it. I mean, who wouldn't have done that? Who wouldn't have done that? Hold on. Let me get into. I said the process. I said the Megan Thee Stallion side is the mess. They having tech issues and all kind of shit. Milagro is able to rebut everything that they are saying. I said, honestly, it's just her opinion. And I feel like she's villainized for having sources. They said, where did you get your sources? Can you give any names to the people that said it? She was just like, well, I mean, some of the stuff, because they were trying to make it seem like she just got a lot of her sources out of the blue, or she was making up lies. And Milagro's thing, this whole thing today is, I didn't believe Megan Thee Stallion because not of everything I heard from sources, but because of the things that Megan Thee Stallion has said online. And then Megan Thee Stallion's attorney kept saying, well, things that everybody can just take and it's on the internet. She's like, well, yeah, but this is my opinion. At the end of the day, Megan Thee Stallion has been on record. She lied on Gayle King. She admitted she lied to the police. Sean Kelly lied. Kelsey changed her story. Also, Megan Thee Stallion and Kelsey, they never even revealed that they were fighting in the car. So it led me to think that there was something else going on. So I don't just believe she got shot because of the things that Megan has said online. And this is my opinion. Tory Lanez didn't tell me this. They didn't even tell me all the information at one point. There was even a point where they started pulling up text messages from Tory Lanez's dad, where Tory Lanez's dad would say, I know you're telling your audience some stuff might be coming out soon, but I'm gonna just let you know, be on the lookout for at midnight. Some stuff is gonna come out and whoop, 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 whoop. And Milagro even used that against him and said, and look, this goes to my point. You could even see that he's correcting me on stuff, and I don't know what's coming out yet. I'm gonna find out when everybody else finds out. You're reading in the text messages that he's telling me that stuff is going to come out. Now, he might say, prep your audience. But Milagro led into this. She said, listen, I'm going to be honest with you. In this business, in this line of work, we do want exclusives. We do want to excite the audience because it gives us credibility. It gives us that extra edge when, something comes out and we've already knew about it. And then we can say to our audience, hey, I warned you, or I told you. So I do like to have sources. I do like to lead with me having information, but that doesn't mean that I'm working with them. I'm not really working with them, but if they like me, we have a rapport and they want to feed me some information, why not? And I understand that because, what is the problem if you have an inside source and that you're kind of like exciting your audience about some tea that's going to come out? I don't know. I just feel like, girl, I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know if I feel like Megan Thee Stallion's case is really that strong, because it feels like they're upset that Milagro don't believe that Megan Thee Stallion got shot. I just feel like that. I just feel like, girl, they're mad at her for not being on Megan's side. It's no shade. And they're trying to pin this thing. But the thing is this, they got the deep fake video that they were able to hook on her. Now, Milagro saying she didn't promote it. She didn't do this. You promoted it. The only other thing I feel like they can get Milagro on is the fact that the judge is going to instruct the jury to take into consideration the 20,000 text messages that was deleted and the 4 messages that was deleted from Tory Lanez's dad. She's going to instruct the jury to think that Milagro had something to hide. So she was already coming in behind the 8 ball. Now, where was my girl? She had wrote that. She had wrote it down for me. She had wrote the actual terminology. Adverse inferences. She said they are to assume messages deleted were in Megan's favor. That's number 1. Number 2, that's because Tory wouldn't answer certain questions about Milagro in his deposition. So because they were in favor, it could be in favor of Megan Thee Stallion. These are added to the jury instructions. Okay, shout out to the Docket Diva for making that clear for us. So that's going to be interesting. So then they start playing the game. They say they got her on this one. Now, when Megan Thee Stallion people do get Milagro on, it's that audio. That audio. That audio when she be on that station. She is a different person. When she is on that station head, that station head audio, they might cook her on that station head, boo. They might cook Miss Ma'am on that station head. It's shade. So they told her, they said, now, what about Tory Lanez? How many songs has he put you in? She's like, I think maybe one. Has anybody else ever put you in any other songs? I don't think so. Then she go, what? Now take that back. There's been a few. And I'm thinking, girl, who? Ain't been no motherfucking few. Because we heard all about that all over there. She talking about there's been a few rappers and people that put her name in songs. So then they play the audio or when Milagro was bragging about being put in the song. So Milagro in the audio say, ain't God good? And Carver's a bitch, something like that, along the lines of people listening to this in their cars and they singing them songs. And when he get out of jail, because he will get out one day, he gonna go to them concerts and they gonna be saying my name. I'm blessed that God is good, nigga. Something along those lines. Right, look. And she was and I'm so humble. This is great. Put my name in the song, nigga. Ain't God good? And then Brian go look at me and say, what? They got her on video talking about ain't God good, nigga. He put my name in the song, and when he get out, he gonna be singing my name all on stage. Well, shit, Milagro, if that don't say you're working with the nigga, what else do? Oh. I said Milagro was doing well answering the question. Her and they did a lot of questions about Sunstar would tell her, hey, so the new name for Milagro is Mila. So over at the Tory Lanez camp, they called her Mila. That's what Sunstar would call her. He said, hey, Mila, happy Thanksgiving, Mila. I love you so much and everything you do. Mila, please send me the materials. They were saying, what are the materials? I guess it was some receipts on Megan Thee Stallion. What else? They said, do you really think that he was innocent? Megan and then Milagro says yes. Then the judge says, we took a little break. The judge goes in and says that she can only understand 80% of what's going on and the jury is confused as hell. Now, mind you, this is Megan's team calling Milagro as a witness. Megan's team, the judge said she can only hear 80% of what's going on, hearing wise, and the jury is confused about the big picture and who the players are. Megan Thee Stallion starts really leaning in, though, and listening to like what's being said. Then we said I had to listen to Kelsey's deposition video. Megan was getting uncomfortable listening to that. You could tell her body language was changing with that. They asked after we listened to that whole 15-minute, 20-minute video of Kelsey describing the shooting and how Tory Lane shot her and did this, that, and the third. Megan Thee Stallion and attacked her. Megan Thee Stallion's lawyers asked Milagro Graham. They said, "So hey, after listening to that, did you believe Kelsey?" Milagro says, "I was shocked. I was mortified, but I didn't believe it." Bitch, what? Do you look at me? Don't fucking look at me. You were shocked, mortified, but you didn't believe it. Girl, what? 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 The man said, how were you shocked and mortified, but you didn't believe it? Kelsey lied on the stand. They said, what info did you have that you didn't believe? Kelsey lied on the stand. Sean Kelly's version switched. And it didn't add up to Kelsey's story. They said, you just heard Kelsey's story. You still don't believe her? She said, I'm here to tell you that Kelsey and Megan went back and forth. They got into a fight. And my thing is this. Because then right after that, they played the jailhouse call of, Tory Lanez and Kelsey on the phone. And that was where he seemingly admitted, you remember, shooting Megan Thee Stallion. The thing is, he just never said it. Now, in my mind, he shot her. That was admission of guilt, shooting her, whatever. But if you're Milagro Grams, understand what I'm saying. If you're Milagro Grams and your story is you don't believe that she got shot, she did a very good job sticking to that story and finding a loophole to angle it to her point, because it is in the middle. He didn't say I shot her. So it's up for interpretation. Some people can say that he was apologizing for being drunk and exposing that he was sleeping with both women at the same time and putting them in that situation. Others can say he's apologizing for shooting her. Milagro Graham says that she doesn't feel like if that was her friend, Megan Thee Stallion, and she had just been shot by Tory Lanez, she wouldn't have been on the phone just calm and talking and chilling and laughing it up damn near on the phone with the nigga while he's in prison. Kelsey was too calm, cool and collected for her to believe that Kelsey was the one. That Tory was the one that shot Megan Thee Stallion. Now watch this. Now this is when I said this right here was when I said, oh, Milagro's a cold-blooded. She's really playing a dead. This woman is really up here testifying for her life. They said, so what do you believe happened? Oh,
shit gonna get ugly. Okay.
Oh, this is good. You know what this is? If you walking away, if you not looking, look at this. This is the climax right here. They said, so what do you believe happened? My God. And I'm going to tell you what that woman said with a straight face. I promise to God, Milagro Grams, she sat up there on that thing, on that stand. That woman sat on that stand. Because they said, they said, let's listen to the gunshots. And they fired the gunshot. Pow, 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 pow. Hold on. I gotta get to this part. Yo, no. They said, let's play the gunshots. And they played the gunshot. Pow, 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 pow. Milagro said, they said, so you don't think that she was shot? She said, I do think a gun went off, but it sounded like they were shot in the air. I mean, I could pull a gun out right now and shoot in the air. The judge interjected and said, excuse me? What did you say? You can pull a gun out and do what? White people are fucking, excuse me? What did you say? You can pull a gun out and do what? I'm just saying, I can shoot in the air, you know? She said, well, because I can pull a gun out right now and just start shooting there. And the judge said, excuse me? She just stopped and interrupted everything. Excuse me? You can pull out a gun and do, excuse me? You can do it. She probably was fucking around sleep. She heard pull a gun out and shoot everybody. Like your white lady. Excuse me? You can pull a gun out and shoot what? What? Like, well, I'm going to switch that up real quick. I can shoot in the air. You know, anybody can just shoot in the air. So then listen to what happened. This is according to Milagro. Because they said, you heard it was 5 shots. Milagro says, well, no. I don't think it went that way. What happened was there was 3 shots, bang, 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 and women arguing. And what I could hear in that audio was a man saying, wait, stop. Don't do that. And I think, and maybe this is me adding to the story, I also think she said, the man said, help. And then I think another couple of shots may have rang off somewhere randomly. That was what happened to her. So apparently 3 shots went off. Women were fighting. The man was saying, wait, don't do that. And another couple of shots rang off. That's what she heard in the 5 shots audio. Yes. I said, oh yeah. Miss Thing is playing a game up here. She is playing a game up here. Yes. Yes, sir. She played a game. You said, what happened, Milagro? Let's play the audio again. Bang, 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 bang. Yeah, so I heard 3 shots and women fighting and arguing and a man saying, wait, stop. That's what and then maybe a couple of other shots later, but that's what happened. And so Kelsey did it. Girl, what? I said, listen, I wrote on my paper, I said, this is her story. She's sticking to it. And she did that with a straight face. I swear to God on everything I love. She said that with a straight face. I'm laughing, but she was not. She was dead serious. I'm like, oh yeah, this woman is out of here. She was dead serious. Oh, she was dead serious. Oh, this is what she said. They pulled Milagro's notebook up, and there was a text about bullet casings and 5 shots. Milagro says, I always knew there was 5 shots fired, but it doesn't mean someone was shot. I can pull out a gun right now and shoot. Doesn't mean you get shot. The judge said, excuse me? You can pull out a gun and do what? And I said, this is Milagro's story, and she's sticking to it. She heard 3 shots, heard a man saying stop, which was possibly Tory Lanez, and then 2 more. That's what she said happened. Okay. Oh. More texts about, her meeting up with Daystar and text between them. And they asked her, was that a typical reporter relationship for him to send her the address to his Tarzana home and telling her good night and I love you too much? She said that they began a friendship in a relationship. So they did become closer, but she wasn't working with him. Then on September, it was a Christmas Eve. I don't remember what year it was, but I guess Megan Thee Stallion, whenever she was going to sue Milagro Grams, she had made a threat on Christmas Eve and said that people are going to start getting sued. And then Megan's lawyer said, because Milagro pretty much said, girl, she reposted the video and she said something along the lines like, you're going to get talked about. Like, girl, it is what it is. Like, And then the guy said, this was 7/12 on Christmas Eve, and you're on Megan Thee Stallion's page? You're sending messages like this to Megan Thee Stallion? Pretty much saying like, girl, get over it. You're going to get, she reposted it and tweeted, and Milagro says, sir, entertainment news doesn't sleep. Lauren LaRosa was brought into the mix. Lauren LaRosa claimed that she had exclusive details on Milagro Grams getting severe compensation from Tory Lanez and his associates. So there was a tweet of Lauren LaRosa in there in the mix. This is what she said in regards to the name. People are singing his songs in their cars. Tell me God ain't good. When he gets out, people will say my name and hear my name on stage. Nigga, God is good. You sit up and manifest these things. Tell me God ain't good. Through and through. That's what she was saying when Tory Lanez put her name in the song. Nigga, God is good. You'll sit up and manifest these things and tell me God ain't good through and through. Amen. Oh, the Milagro's a fucking key. Ooh. So this was some tea I hadn't heard. So they were trying to figure out. So Milagro was basically saying she had some information. Sunstar had told her what happened the night that Tory Lanez came over, right? And so Megan's lawyer was like, okay, well, get into what happened. She said, well, Sunstar told me Meg and Kylie called Tory over and told him to come over and said, welcome to the palace. The Pussy Palace. Meg's lawyer said, objection, you're talking too much. Objection, you're talking too much. I asked you one question, whatever. I didn't know they were saying welcome to the Pussy Palace. Then he stopped Milagro from talking. I said, Milagro is doing good on the stand, but Milagro's live streams are going to be what gets her. Honorable mentions that got thrown under the bus. Aiden Ross thrown under the bus. Joe Budden thrown under the bus. And DJ Academics thrown under the bus. These are some names that were thrown under the bus because Milagro Grams had said on the stand they have millions and millions of followers. Why aren't they in this seat, pretty much? Joe Budden is the voice of hip-hop. He's called mega liar. DJ Academics, 5 million followers. He's called mega liar. Aiden Ross, he's called mega liar. Why me? I only have 40,000 followers. I don't even have 1 million followers combined on all of my socials. These men have over 1 million followers on Instagram alone, all called her a liar, but yet you want to sit here and sue me. Where's the smoke for Joe Budden and Academics and Aiden Ross? Oh, yeah, they got thrown all the way in there. Then they went and played the video. This is when Megan Thee Stallion looked like she wanted to get up and haul off and smack the dog shit out of Milagro Grams. They said, we're going to play another video. B. Megan looked like, no, I said B. Megan looked like she wanted to slap the Milagro. She looking at her dead in the face. An audio was played where Milagro was talking about Megan's drinking problem, partying with men, sleeping with men. According to my research, it appears to be that Megan may have a drinking problem. That's what Milagro said. I said Megan is tuned all the way in right now with these shows clips about her drinking. I said Megan is shaking in her head. Milagro then called her a nappy ass nigger wig. She wears them big ass wigs. Megan is pissed, glaring at Milagro Grams in court. Milagro says, I do think Megan is mentally retarded. Guilt is a motherfucker. Flabby body, big nappy ass wig. Ooh, child. That's what she said in the audio. Megan Thee Stallion had to sit there and listen to Milagro talk about her nappy ass wig. Said she got a potato under her wig, big bouffant wigs, nappy nigga wigs, flabby body, drinking problem. She said, matter of fact, I do think the bitch is retarded. Megan Thee Stallion looked up at this bitch like, bitch, I slapped the fuck out you. She was looking like this, like, bitch, I beat your mother. Like, I could see it in her face. She was looking like, she was looking down. She looked up. She, bitch. You know, you could tell, like, I was like, oh, yeah, she's heated now. Because then she even started shaking her head like, bitch, I slapped this hoe. She was looking Milagro dead in the face at that point, like, good, yeah, you. But the thing is, Milagro would look right back at her and say, yes, Megan Thee Stallion lied. She's a liar. She does have a drinking problem. Like, girl, I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, this is where Milagro broke down and almost cried. They said, would you feel bad if you found out that she was really shot? Milagro breaks down. I wish I believed her. I wish I believed it. I would bow down and apologize. My mom was in and out of jail, so when I see a black man going to jail for years and details were shaky, I will be the first to believe her. But I don't. I don't. I wish I believed her. I wish I believed her, but I don't. I'm like, this is fucking crazy. And then they did the cross examination. It was kind of more or less of the same. And then I had to get up out of here because I had to check into my damn Airbnb. So I left about 15 minutes early. And so I didn't catch them walking outside. I'll probably be there a little bit longer tomorrow because I'm settled now. So I have to still get into my apartment and stuff. So I got in late. I missed some stuff and I missed some stuff at the end. But that's what we got so far. You know, it was dragging in the beginning. They got a little bit more interesting towards the middle of the end. Tomorrow, Megan Thee Stallion will hit the stand. And we'll see. We will see. But yeah, child. Make sure y'all subscribe on YouTube. Yeah, we are on Twitter right now, but we're about to remove this Twitter one. Thank you, Twitter. So yeah, child. It's going down. I love y'all all. It's 11 o'clock. I got to lay down. So we'll be back. Make sure you guys donate to the fund. And I'll see y'all later, okay? I love y'all. We're gonna get into some things. I gotta find me some food and I gotta lay down because I gotta be at court in the morning. I can't do spaces with y'all tonight. But yeah, we'll see. All right, y'all. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Until next time, keep that same energy. Subscribe. Thank you guys for sending out the donations to get me out here. We're gonna cover this case for you guys from top to bottom. If you guys are liking the coverage, like the video, share your favorite clips. And let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Are you guys team Megan Thee Stallion or are you team Milagro? We got to see what Meg says tomorrow. My opinion might change, but we'll see. My thing is, I feel like everyone's trying to silence the blogger from having an opinion. Like, I get if you feel like she's inciting her fans to attack and harass you, but paint that picture. Don't paint the picture where it feels like you're upset with her for not believing you. When, in fact, there is a way for her to not be able to believe you. You get what I'm saying? It's not like we seen the gun and we seen video. There was loopholes in the story. So some people are going to believe you and some people are not. But all in all, I think that Milagro Grams did a great job on the stand today. I do believe that if she has anything to worry about, her tone and her delivery on those messages, on those YouTube lives, that might trip her up. So we'll see. And if Megan Thee Stallion gets online and carries tomorrow on the stand, it could be interesting. So we'll be there hot and ready to get the tea, all right? I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace out.